Now that we have sequenced our layers and we created our slideshow, we want maybe to introduce some text on every slide. Now this is not possible to have an automatic thing, that inserts text in all the slides. We need to create a lower third, or the text, the message, on every slide. In fact, I will show you a couple of examples and you can go ahead and do the rest for yourself. It's pretty easy. I will come in the project, outside all the directories. There is no directory that's selected. I will right click and say new composition. Let's call it slide message 1, for example. Okay, now this is a 5-second. It's coming in between, so I can choose it and create a directory and call it messages, for example. Okay, and take slide message and drop it there. So I'm organized. I like organization. Let's create the text. I will write a very simple text. I'm gonna do a very simple lower third. I will say buy your own castle, $100,000 only. That's a cheap one. Fine. And what I will do is this one, it's a big font. I'll make it bigger even. And the top one, I'll make it a thinner font. I can use Bebas. I like this font. Yes, fine. I will choose both of them and increase the difference in the line. Now this is the whole composition. I don't need it all. So what I will do, I will come to region of interest and crop my composition. Now I determine the size of my composition. I can start create the animation here. I will open position, for example, and go to 15 frames is enough. I'll keyframe it. I want it here. I'll come to the beginning. For example, I hold it and take it out. Fine. You see, we have created our animation. Fine. We can come and give it easy ease, for example. Here it is. Make it a bit speedier from the beginning. Here you are. I have my composition. I need to crop it. So I say composition, crop to region of interest. So now I have a limited composition that does not take much space on the screen and doesn't get lost. Fine. I will come to slide 1 now. And I need to insert that composition, the slide message, into my composition. I can insert it here and see what's happening. Wow, it's coming very early. So I'll move it up in the timeline. Still, it's coming very early. What I'm gonna do is do it like this. Of course, now I can open the scale and scale it down if I need, or up, the way I would like. I will leave it the way it is and open the U and move it a bit further down the timeline. We can take it somewhere else, but it will do well here. Yeah, not bad. It's coming up, no problem. This is one message. Let's duplicate that message and open it again, and we say now, for example, ready to occupy, ready for occupation, something like this. They say occupation, no down payment, no down payment. Not bad. Of course, we can play with the text, make it, for example, here smaller, make it nicer, something like this, give it colors as you wish. We take it down. Let's set on a keyframe, choose all the keyframes, go to the next keyframe, for example, and move it down a bit. Cool. Let's see what's happening. This will work. We'll go to slide 2. We'll come to slideshow. We go to slide 2 and we take our second message and drop it, for example, here. Now it will open up. Okay, that one is a bit tricky. We are going to put the message, for example, over here. Okay, and move the message so it appears after the image. Fine. Now it's working very fine. Let's go see it in our slideshow what happened. And it's growing the text. Nice. Of course, the lower third here, you can give it any kind of animation you want, and you can do anything you want. If you really want to become a pro in lower thirds and in this kind of messages, I have a course, Mastering Lower Thirds, in After Effects, and it will teach you everything you want to know about lower thirds and a lot of themes and stories like this. Is really excellent. Fine. So we have put some lower thirds in our slideshow, and we have now a professional slideshow halfway because we don't want to do all the lower thirds. But your homework here is to come and to create the lower thirds. I have introduced something here important, which is the trim comp. Okay, trim comp to region of interest. This is very important because if I didn't do that, in my slide 1, I will have a whole composition covering everything. You notice that one will have been as big as this, and I cannot move it around. I could move it around, but really it's not that practical. So trimming your comp to a region of interest is very important, and try always to use it when you have meshes that you want to pop on the screen. For example, this one I can put it anywhere and it will still work, and it's not like it's all over the place, you know, on top of all the composition. In the next lecture, I'm going to explain to you how you could have cut the time by half by using a small command in After Effects to create the pre-comps for the images. Thank you very much for listening.